Wapi makofi ya kiongozi wa wengi? Yeah. Wale wanatusumbua na ukabila kidogo kidogo, wajue tuko na marafiki wengi kutoka kila kona. Na hakuna mtu ako na right ya hakuna mtu ameumba watu fulani ati hao watu lazima yeye aseme. Kake mani chungu ali Meru. Kimani chungu Meru. Mudharaka. Timweko. Alafu umeona support yake kwa huyu deputy president niko chonjo ama haiko chonjo? Tuletee mambo kidogo kidogo hapa na kudanganya watu kwa mitandao. Wakwenda kabisa. Na nimesema mara mingi tuheshimiane. Tuheshimiane, let's respect one another. Yeah. Ukitaka tuvurugane tutavurugana, lakini tuheshimiane. And we know what we are doing. Si ati tuko na uoga. Na hii mambo na Kimani yako kuwa hapa wakati nimeongea. Ile mambo niliwaambia asubuhi, si ndio Kimani amerudia hapa? Yes. This is not a political meeting. Hatujakuja hapa kupangia mtu fulani. We've come here because we know we have an agenda ya maendeleo ya Meru County. And unless we speak in one voice, miaka 5 itaisha, we will have nothing to report. Si namna hiyo? So wale watatutisha watafute watu wengine wa kutisha. Tumejaa chonjo, tuko chonjo. Kabisa. Tuendelee tusiendelee. Tuendelee tusiendelee. Tu support William Ruto. Rais wetu. Tusimame na yeye. Tumsaidie kazi ili atimize ahadi zake. Wangapi wanasema tusaidie William Ruto kama rais yetu? Mungetaka rais azuru Meru County. Development program ya siku 2-3 kama vile anazuru mahali ile ingine. Tuongee na yeye na hata jioni alale huko kwetu, tuongee na yeye, tumwambie ile mambo tunataka so that he can unlock what is locked at the moment. Na watu wengine wanatuambia tuachane na yeye, ati kuna serikali nyingine inatengenezwa itakuja after 3 years. Itaongozwa na ule mtu alikuwa vice president sijui siku nyingine, na ule mtu ya bangi sijui nani, hao ndio wanatengeneza serikali ya nchi gani? It's not possible, my friend. So sisi ni vizuri actual leader umefika ndio hao watu wasikie. Unajua saa ingine because I'm one of them, saa ingine wanaona kama ni mchezo. And the support this government has is across Kenya. So tukiwa wajinga tujione hapo kwetu ati tunaweza vuruga, the rest of Kenya will move. Na tutaachwa nje. Unataka tuingie opposition? Uliza Kiraitu Murungi alikaa opposition 10 years. That 10 years was like 100 years. From that day hajawahi kanyanga opposition. Afadhali ukae nyuma huko kwa serikali, ukae huko nyuma kuliko kukaa mbele kwa opposition. Ni maka natima. So leader, tunakushukuru, we give you permission, you can go to the assembly when you want. Hata mheshimiwa Kadhuri, unajua ndiye deputy speaker wetu, aliomba ruhusa because the speaker of Senate is bereaved. Alipoteza babake, so he's the one starting the Senate. So we permit a leader to go. Otherwise, we want to finish this meeting. And Shadrack aongei. Kwa sababu wacha niwaambie sababu. Ngoja Shadrack donated his time to Kimani Ichung'wah. Karibu, wapi makofi ya Shadrack Mweti?
Asante sana, Your Excellency. I'll be very, very brief. Kwa sababu tulikuwa na meeting na wewe asubuhi, tukaongea maneno mengi, but for record purposes, I would like just to mention a few. First and foremost, on behalf of Mt.Kenya East, I once again emphasize on Metogo airstrip being upgraded to an airport for commercial purposes and the extension of Isiolo Airport. Your Excellency, it's only in Mt.Kenya East where we don't have an airport. We spent 4 hours all the way to Nairobi. This airport, the commercial airplane, will collect people from Bere, that is in Embu, Tharaka-Nithi, including our neighbors allowed Chuka, and it is very important. Your Excellency, in the morning also, I mentioned with you about the tendering process of Kionyo, Kanyakine, Kiveno, and Mologa, Mala, Mitongo roads, which the President gave a directive for tarmacking. The budget is there, still awaiting the tendering, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, I would also like you to record the issue about Nkobo water and the sewage, which was started by Governor Kiraito when he was an MP. It is being funded by Belgium. CS Herrick is very much aware about this because I've been having several meetings with him. I would like you unlock this particular project. Your Excellency, I would also like you unlock a settlement between the Minister of Livestock, Kagrik, and Meru University on the issue of Marimba campus, where everything is done. But NLC is requesting the university to pay lease for the land. But this particular project is being utilized by both the university, the Kagrik, and the Minister of Livestock. So we would like that lease being done. We need a free old lease, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, I'm talking on behalf of South Immense people now, composed of 250,000 people, 3 sub-counties with 115 voters. And Your Excellency, this is a very densely populated constituency. Their first request, Your Excellency, is Kinolo Gaturi Nyage Kionyo Road, which is at Kenya. These people really get it very difficult. See, President drew a place called even Congo. You can imagine Congo in Meru, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, South Immense is the main grower of bananas. They have requested you, at least we have banana variation in the area because bananas are grown across the 3 sub-counties. Your Excellency, upgrading of Lagos Teachers College and the Kaguru Farm as faculties of Chuka University will really harvest a lot of resources in the region. Your Excellency, you are also aware, because I discussed with you and reminded you, about Keveno Dam that will serve all the way the Tharaka people and the South Immense, and the Marimba Dam that will serve the greater part of South Immense. Your Excellency, South Immense has 7 water projects whereby they have done the feasibility study. And these 7 projects will serve all the 6 wards. Your Excellency, these projects and national irrigation, your intervention for their completion would mean a lot, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, upgrading of Kanyakine level 4 to 5, being an hospital that serves South Imenti, part of the Laka that borders Metogo, part of Central Imenti, part of the Rakanith like Imala, it will be an essential facility that is going to deliver the services. Your Excellency, from Meru town all the way to Chuka, we don't have a standard stadium. We don't have a standard stadium. I've been pushing for the global stadium, Your Excellency. If you can intervene, it will. We want to thank the government of Samoei William Ruto that you facilitated the tarmacking of Kobo Lubiri Kithirone Road. The contractor is just on site. We are only 2 kilometers remaining. We expect these 2 kilometers to be through any time within the next 2 or 3 weeks. And we kindly request you to come, supervise, and then you commission the road for use. We look upon also that the payment to the contractor to be done so that he can facilitate. Thank you very much, Your Excellency.
Wapi makofi ya Shadrack Mwiti. Nafikiri tumeenda vizuri. I am very grateful. As I said, I would have wanted the MPs not to speak. And the fear was that the temptation of politicians sometimes is to bring in politics. But I'm very, very proud of our members of parliament. Very, very proud of them. So because all the other political leaders will not speak, we will accept that the MPs did not speak as politicians. They spoke as representatives of our constituencies in the national government. They spoke as the elected representatives of our constituencies in the national government. So hawakuongea mambo ya siasa. I'm very happy. Makofi kwa waheshimiwa wote. One piece of constituencies where I have not responded, don't worry, I've recorded everything. Sorry that I thought we need to make progress, and I will attend to each and every item. So mporo usijali, tunajua maneno yako. Na ingine, you know, if I explained all the projects, it will have taken forever, even from our side. Kama hii barabara Shadrack anamalizia nayo, sio ati contractor amerudi site kivyake, amerudishwa na serikali ya Kenya. Na wakati mheshimiwa alikuja kuliona about pending ile pesa kidogo ilibaki ya contractor, before I came here, nimeshatoa amri treasury release pesa ya contractor. So mimi nitakuja kuiona. I have to see first before to let rise. I have to come and see the complete project first myself. I certify. Alafu sasa rais akuja kukomisha. Mimi siwezi commission barabara, sio yangu, ni ya serikali ya William Ruto. Kazi yangu ni hapa katikati. Hapa katikati kusaidia rais, hapa katikati, hapa katikati, hapa katikati. Alafu yeye ndosi anakuja. Sina namna hiyo. Hiyo ndio ule rafiki yangu alishindwa. Yaani unajifanya ati wewe hata wewe ni rais. How is it possible to have 2 leaders at the same time? Yeah. Deputy ni deputy. Yeah. Na ukifanya kazi nzuri kama deputy, labda siku nyingine Mungu atakuhurumia ukwe kitu kingine. Ni watu wengi wamepotea kwa sababu ya kiburi. Wewe ni MCA, unataka kuwa MP. Uwe utakuwa MP atakuwa gavana. Gavana atakuwa mwingine. Sipi nini, sio kukorofishana mambo ya bure. Even if you are a sweeper, Martin Luther King said, be a good sweeper. And sweep so well, so that people will come and say, indeed, there has been a great sweeper here today. Hii kiburi mingi ndio inapoteza watu. So mimi hii inspection nakuja kufanya ya masoko, ya barabara, ya nini, sio kufungua. Ikimalizika naita mwenye serikali na kuja kufungua sasa. Na sitakubali aende kuona kitu ambaye haina budget na haitakamilika. Kwa sababu ikiharibika tutaibisha kiongozi wetu. Na wale wako serikali nimesema that is now going to be, if you are a minister or a PS, you cause the president to come and officiate a function which there is no conclusion solution, you get into trouble. So unataka uonekane unafanya kazi, lakini in the process unaibisha kiongozi wetu. Sina mlayo. So mimi nashukuru, nataka tupige kura. Nataka tupige kura. Kura ya kusema hivi. Kura ya kusema hivi. Sisi kama viongozi katika ngazi mbalimbali, viongozi wa kitaifa, viongozi wa mashinani, tukiwa professionals, na viongozi wa kanisa, viongozi wa jamii, viongozi wa siasa kutoka kaunti ya Meru, tumeamua ya kwamba tutafanya kazi kwa umoja kusukuma ajenda ya maendeleo ya watu wetu wa Meru County. Tumeamua ya kwamba hatutakubali mashindano yetu ya kisiasa yaingie katikati yetu na katikati ya maendeleo ya watu wetu. We work together to make sure the development agenda of Meru County does not get frustrated by our political differences and political competition. Is that what we have resolved? Tumekubaliana hivyo? Will as many of that opinion say aye? Those of a contrary opinion, nay, the ayes have it. Number 2, we realize that much of the resources that we require to open up development in our areas, roads, electricity, markets, industry, and all these other infrastructure we are looking at, those resources are in the national government, and it's therefore important for us to support the national government, work with the national government, and make sure that we pool resources from the national government to Meru County for the benefit of our people. Will as many of that opinion say aye? Those who have a contrary opinion say nay, the ayes have it. Unajua zamani ilikuwa speaker hapo ya Senate hapo. So kura ya makelele inachukuliwa kwa njia hiyo. Resolution number 3, for us to make sure we track progress made, we will do an annual review. The Deputy President will convene Meru County and other counties every year to account for progress made during that year, so that we move with certainty, we move with clarity, and we are able to communicate to the members of the public the achievements made, the challenges we are facing, what has not been done, and a roadmap for completing the unfulfilled promises. Tumekubaliana pia hapa katikati kila miezi mitatu a small group will have an opportunity to get a briefing of what has been done, but also the Deputy President will share publicly so that those who are not part of that small group can also be informed of the progress made every 3 months as we wait for the annual review. And I'm going to suggest how that small group can be formed. If you disagree with it, we'll stand it down. I will find ways of reporting progress every 3 months. So, every 3 months, progress, annual review at the end of the year. Will as many of that opinion say aye? Those who reject that opinion say nay, the ayes have it. Number 4. We have decided, using our elected leaders, to engage the national government, to engage the president, his ministers, his PSs, and all those who are serving in government, and to support and help the government to mobilize community for development. I'm saying this because some of the things we are saying, for example, about the campuses, we need the community to help us mobilize the students and other things that government cannot control. So we will work with the government to mobilize the community to support development programs and projects. And for that reason, we will work with the government and the president. Will as many of that opinion say aye? Aye. Those of our contraries say nay, the ayes have it. Finally, number 6. Finally, we have resolved that even if we will have this review meeting annually, follow-up meetings every 3 months, we would want the president to make a development tour for Meru County as soon as possible. And we, the people of Meru County, will welcome the president when he comes, so that so we don't, we don't do the kind of things that would embarrass the president, not necessarily about his politics, but also about your own politics. For example, the other time, kulikuwa na misukosuko kidogo, I plead with you, brothers and sisters, tuachane na hiyo tabia. Wewe kama umepangia rafiki yako kisiasa, don't wait when the president is there to transact that business. Because unakera kiongozi, the leader lives there embarrassed. Because the other day, niliona rais ndio anakemea watoto kwa mkutano. Nyinyi vijana, nyinyi vijana, nyinyi vijana. You know, it's terrible. Whoever is doing that is an enemy of the people of Meru. Just wait and mobilize against your opponent another day. Kwa mfano kesho, rais hakuji huko Meru. Si uende umobilize hapo ufanye hiyo mambo yako. So do we invite the president to visit Meru County? Yes. Will we receive him well? Yes. Will we honor the president when he visits us? Yes. So that he can work with our leaders to develop our area as he develops the other parts of Kenya? Will as many of that opinion say aye? Aye. Those who reject that opinion say nay, the ayes have it. But I suggest, this is a suggestion, tutaipigia kura. If it is rejected, we leave it here. Hapa katikati, every 90 days, I suggest we move as follows. Our members of parliament, because they are the representatives, elected representatives to the national government, all members of parliament be part of the 90-day reporting review meeting. Sinamna hiyo? I suggest further, because we want a seamless process, we don't want any gaps, that our MCAs, because they are part of the devolved government, MCAs and governors are part of the devolved government, but we want to, and I will provide the technical secretariat support to make sure the interventions being made at the county government are supplemented by those of the national government so that there is no duplication. So if the county government is doing a borehole here, the national government can do boreholes in the next village. Isn't it? So I suggest, although we have 2 levels of government, on behalf of the County Assembly of Meru, the Speaker of the Assembly be part of that meeting for 90 days to pick on behalf of the County Assembly and the MCAs if there will be. And if the Speaker is busy, you can send a representative. Sio mkutano ya lazima. If you're busy, just send a representative, or you can even choose not to come. There's no problem, Speaker. Speaker Bundi is my friend. The MPs also, if you're busy, you can send a representative. Mimi sina problem, I can meet anybody. Hata ukinitumia PA, nitamsikiza na nitampatia habari atakuletea. Kwa sababu hii dunia imejaa ukubwa mingi. Watu wakubwa wako kila mahali. Everybody's a boss. Namna hiyo. So hata ukiwa busy unitumie PA, mimi nitaambia PA yako akuletee information. I suggest further, because you have a county assembly and the county executive, the governor or a representative be part of that meeting, because we don't want any gap in implementing our development agenda as a county. I further suggest we have top-level professionals from this Meru County. Hapa leo tuko na vice chancellors wawili na deputy vice chancellor mmoja. Huyo Professor Kobi Ataya ni vice chancellor wa KEMU. Professor Mutembei ni vice chancellor Chuka University. I suggest those 2 vice chancellors be part of that as technical people. Oh, where is the... Yes, and Meru University, sorry, I forgot Professor Duranera. The 3 gentlemen be part, because there are some things we are going to work with our universities. Some of the things you're saying, the solution, nimeshaiona tayari. We make use of our professionals. I also suggest another 2 professionals, isn't it? Because we have professional associations in Meru, watatusaidia na watu wengine, but strictly professionals. Na sio mtu anapiga siasa. Sio mtu anapigana na governor, anapigana na senator, anapigana na mbunge. Wale wanapigana wakiwa professionals, wangojee siku ya campaign. So again, we will get some neutral professionals to be part of that group. And finally, 2 other people. 1 neutral person representing the business people, either the Chamber of Commerce or something. Mtu ya heshima, sio mtu wa kuvuruga maneno kwa kijiji. 1 business person and 1 representative of the church. Because we also want the church to travel with us, to help us mobilize our communities, to make sure we move together and we are kept orderly on the strict and narrow. Ndio tusiingize mambo ya siasa kwa hiyo mambo ya kuimplement projects. Na nimesema, you can come in person, you can send a representative. But the day I will be giving a progress report, I will also release the same information to the media, so that whoever are not there can. Sijamaliza. Gen Z kwanza, you are the only people I said you can swim. But you must also be represented. We had spoken to the vice chancellors and they said we agreed we will use the student leadership of our universities so that we can get 1 or 2, because we need the young people to travel with us. Let me tell you, we need the young people. The problem we have as older people is that we think the youth have no value to add. They will help us. Sorry? What? Patiari Dikiri, what? Patiari. Yes.
I believe.
What is the best organization?
Yes,
young people.
We can have a diverse representation of the youth.
Yes, but not more than 2, 3. Because
2, 3 or 4, even 5.
5 are many.
Yeah, that could be
5
the ones from the university, the polytechnic, and the ones who are in the rural areas. Yes, isn't
so,
it? Yeah.
So who will organize for us the representation of the youth?
And also gender matter need to be also involved there. And also people with disability in that group. Thank you.
Huh? You are what? No, all of them cannot be there. It will be too large. Sorry? Let's have order. Let's have order. You're saying all MCAs need to be there? That's why I said the speaker or the representative from the assembly. Eh? There is a youth MCA. Ako wapi? Huyo amechaguliwa na wanarika, waheshimiwa aendelee. So tuendelee na hiyo kamati. In that order, will as many of that opinion say aye? Those who rejected say nay, the ayes have it. Mkutano imekwisha, mimi am happy. That is the best gift you have given the people of Meru County today. And I pray that when we meet after 1 year, we will have good things to say about each of our constituencies. So I want to thank you. Before we finish, allow me to recognize the following leaders present. And please maintain silence. If you don't want to cheer anybody, the other option is you just maintain silence. Because we are recognizing some of the leaders who have spent 5 hours here today. Many of them will not have a chance even to talk, but they have been humble enough to sit here and listen and give solidarity to our cause for developing Meru County. So we need to recognize them. Nataka nichukue nafasi hii nitambue my colleague CS Eric Muga, CS for Water, Sanitation and Irrigation. Nataka nitambue PS for Cooperatives, Patrick Kilemi, PS for Forestry, PS Gitonga Mugambi. PS for Diaspora Affairs, Roslyn Jogo. I want to recognize the Governor of Meru County, the Honorable Kawira Mwangaza. I want to recognize the presence of the Deputy Governor of Meru County, Elias Mutumu. Asante. Order, order. Asante, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I want to recognize in absentia, our Senator, the Honorable Kaduri Morongi. As I explained, he had to go and start off the Senate because the Speaker is bereaved and he is the one in charge of the Senate. I want to recognize our Women Rep, Mrs. Elizabeth Kailemia. I want to recognize the chairperson of the Meru Members of Parliament Parliamentary Group, Caucus, who is also the MP for Bore, Mheshimiwa Mugambi Kindiki. I would like to recognize the Member of Parliament for Imenti South, the Honorable Dr. Shadrach Mwiti. I want to recognize the presence of the Member of Parliament for Imenti Central, the Honorable Kirima Ngushine. I recognize the presence of the Member of Parliament for Imenti North, the Honorable Rahim Daoud. I recognize the presence of the Member of Parliament for Tigania West, the Honorable Dr. John Mutunga. I recognize the presence of the distinguished Member of Parliament for Tigania East, the Honorable Mporo Ntoabori. I recognize the presence of the Member of Parliament for Igembe South, John Paul Mwirigi. I recognize the presence of the Member of Parliament for Igembe Central, Dan Kiri Karido. I recognize the presence of the Member of Parliament for Igembe North, the Honorable Julius Taitumu. I recognize the presence of our sister, the nominated Member of Parliament, Dorothy Muthoni Ikiara. I recognize the presence of our dear brother, retired Governor Emeritus of Meru County, the Honorable Kiraitu Murungi. All right. I recognize, order members. I recognize the presence of the Speaker of the County Assembly of Meru, the Honorable Ayub Bundi. Thank you. And on that note, we have 75 MCAs. I ask them to stand for be acknowledged. All MCAs. Relax. Relax. Twende pole pole. Sasa tulikuwa tumeenda vizuri. Si tulisema mkutano ni yangu. Sine wageni ni wangu. Si I recognize all my guests. Kwani Florence angekuja hapa bila kuinvitiwa na mimi. So relax, nitamtambua tu saa hii. All MCAs, please stand up to be recognized now that your speaker. Wapi makofi ya MCAs wetu. Asante sana. Thank you very much. I now recognize the presence of the first women rep of Meru County, the Honorable Florence Kajuju. Thank you very much. I saw we had some former members of Parliament, Joseph Toirwaki. I saw former member of Parliament, Gishonga Kapiavea. He was somewhere. Is there another former MP? Yes, I saw those ones. Well, relax. Tunamalizia vizuri, don't worry. We will live here very well. Tutatoka hapa tukiwa sawa sawa. I want to recognize, I already recognized the Vice Chancellors. I want to recognize the Chairman of Nyayo T-Zones, Joseph Gitonga Limbine. I want to recognize Frida Gasheri Kimaita, who is a member of the Kenya Water Institute Board. Kaberia Arimba, former Speaker and Council Member of Tibet, CDACC. Honorable Gachunge Kibeabea, Chair Anti-Counterfeit Authority. I've recognized him already. The Honorable Professor Kimathi Kigatira, Chair Kevevapi. The Honorable Nicholas Kimathi Marete, Council Chair, KS Tibet. The Honorable John Kireria Mwobobia, Member of the Street Families Rehabilitation Trust Fund and former MCA for Igoji East. The Honorable Joseph Toirwaki, already recognized, Chair of KEFIS. The Honorable Benjamin Mukeda, Member of the Kenya Development Corporation, KDC. The Honorable Felistin Kirote Beriri, Chair of the Warehouse Receipts System Council. Peter Mutuma Ringine, Member of the Jomo Kenyatta Foundation Board. Caroline Murioki, Member EARB Board. Douglas Kailanya, Director Sony Sugar. Silas Kilingo, Director KEFIS. Henry Tongai, Director Chemelil Sugar. Regan Kaberia, Universities Funding Board. Member Kimathi Idhibwa, Member KBC Board. Christopher Kinoti, Member of Alpha Authority, Agriculture and Food Authority Board. Dr. Stephen Maore, Chair, Regional Center for Groundwater Resources. George Kubai, Managing Director, Agriculture Finance Corporation. Engineer Silas Kinoti, DG, Kenya Urban Roads Authority, Kura. Dr. Norman Kiogora, Head, Kenya Institute of Special Education.